Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist at the Tech Travel Geeks, and this is a side-by-side comparison between the Amazon Fire HD 8 tablet, which I purchased in 2017, and the all-new Amazon Fire HD 8 tablet, which I recently purchased in 2020. These devices are in the same category, they're part of the same series, but they are fundamentally quite different. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. Right then, the Amazon Fire HD 8 tablet, which I purchased in 2017, has been one of the most used tablets I have whilst at home and not travelling. It's the ideal size for sitting on the sofa, browsing the web, checking Twitter whilst I'm maybe watching something on TV, and it works quite well for video calls using Facebook Messenger, using Skype. The camera's not great, but it works. And one thing I would say is the selfie camera has this weird focal length, so you really do need to keep the device at arm's length. But for the price that I paid at the time, which was I believe £69 because it was an offer, this was a really good value purchase. And it's expandable with micro SD as well, so you can also take your content on the go, such as music, videos and so forth. You can see this has the older Amazon design. I did purchase the blue one, and you'll see that on the back there's an Amazon logo with the lettering Amazon as well as the logo in portrait mode. That was how Amazon envisioned you using the device the most. In portrait mode, either reading content, watching video, or using social media. And that's pretty much how I have been using it for years at this point. Now, when Amazon released the new version, one of the main things that really attracted me to it was the fact that it was slightly smaller, so it was closer in size to my Amazon Fire 7 tablet, which we spoke about earlier. Check out that video on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel if you'd like to see a side-by-side comparison between the current Fire 7 and the current Fire HD 8. As I said, the new Fire HD 8 is smaller in size. If you put them over each other, you'll see it is shorter but slightly wider, held like this. But the cameras have been improved. Whilst there's still 2 megapixel camera on the back and on the front, it has been improved and it is noticeable when making calls and video conferencing software. The other thing is, which is the most important one, is the fact that it has a USB Type-C for charging. The original, or the 2017 model I had micro USB, which is still acceptable in this type of device at this time in my view, but it's good to have the option for Type-C because that's in line with my current mobile phones, other tablets, and even my laptop. So at a pinch, I could go on vacation or go on my travels and only take a USB Type-C charger for that. In terms of screen, they're both 8-inch screens, they're both 1280 by 800 resolution. I think that the color saturation is slightly better on the new Fire HD 8. This is something, obviously, we can't give you a clear understanding of with this camera, but whilst the resolution is the same, I find the colors are deeper and the contrast ratio is slightly better on the new version. Also, very different bezels. You can see selfie cameras at the top. As I said, Amazon envisioned you using the 2017 Fire HD 8 in portrait mode, whereas the new HD 8 has it in landscape mode, the same as the Smile logo without the lettering on the back of the device. In terms of responsiveness, speeds, it is noticeable. Amazon have updated the MediaTek chipset in the device to a much newer, faster one that uses less power. Now, if we look at it in CPU-Z, the app I use to check the actual internals on a device, you can see that the original, or the 2017 Fire HD 8, maxes out at 1.3 GHz or 1300 MHz in speed, whereas the new Fire HD 8, the all-new Fire HD 8, is a 2 GHz processor. There is Also a difference in terms of RAM. So the original Fire HD8 had 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the new version has 2 gigabytes of RAM. They're both expandable in terms of storage. The original 2017 model I had was the entry-level one with 16 gigabytes of storage, but you can add a micro SD. The new one at the base model, same base model, is 32 plus micro SD. So differences in memory, differences in processor. Also, a very big difference is the operating system. It's still Fire OS. You'll see that the OS it's based on, that Fire OS is based on, is Android version 5.11. So that's Android's lollipop way back. Whereas the new all new Amazon Fire HD8 in 2020 is running on the newest version of it, not the newest version of Android, but the second newest, which is Android 9. Obviously, Amazon have done a lot to change the operating system and make it their own. You see they're very similar in the way they behave, but what I will say is the new version of Fire OS is much faster in my experience and has a few extra features. Not only that, you'll notice the navigation bar at the bottom. The new version seems to be more responsive, or maybe it's just the fact that one's filled in and the other isn't. But either way, I think the new Amazon Fire HD8 is a great improvement. Now, if you're trying to decide between the two, say you're shopping on Amazon and you see the two there, what should you do if you're torn between saving a few tenors on one or the other? You can still buy the original Fire HD8 from 2017 or 2018 on Amazon at the moment. In the warehouse deals section, there's often refurbished ones for a bargain. And the new version is still at a higher price. It's around about 80 to 90 pounds. So which one should you go for? Well, if you're just going to be using it as a Netflix tablet, for browsing the web, for Amazon Prime Video, and you're not too bothered about its performance for gaming or so forth, I'd say the older Fire HD8 is still a good buy. If, on the other hand, you're wanting to do a little bit more, and not only that, you want to have a slightly nicer tablet in terms of the ergonomics and the camera and so forth, I would say it's worth spending the extra on the all-new HD8. So, that's a quick side-by-side comparison between these two tablets. We will add links to all the other content we've created for these devices on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channels, as well as links to where you can buy them on the Amazon website itself for the UK. If you do purchase something from there, you will be supporting the Tech Travel Geeks, so please do, if you're planning on purchasing anything, use those links. And we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you don't already, please do subscribe to us on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel on YouTube. And if you like this video, drop us a like. If you would like to ask us any further questions or you have any feedback, just drop us a comment. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye.